Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is 404skill, and this is my first progress video. Let me explain how this account will eventually go. The rules will be on the screen right now. This account is basically a combat-only account for the most part. I will only be training combat and the skills that I can use materials to process with. Things like construction, or herb lore, crafting, smithing. I have set restrictions for every single one of them. Because I feel like I should not start with all the advantages. If you were to play a normal account, you wouldn't train your herb lore if you didn't have enough money to get it to a certain level. So that's how I imagine this account. I started this account as kind of a joke, because I was actually just completely bored of RuneScape at a point. After getting maxed on RuneScape 3, I actually got insanely bored of RuneScape and I started playing old school on another account. But I was still not getting the enjoyment that I would have been having a couple of years ago. So I had the idea, after watching a fairly known YouTuber slash streamer called Caveman Only, of making a self-restricted account as an Ironman. And at first I didn't have like an actual idea of how to do this, but I ended up going with combat only, and combat only sounded like fun until I discovered that it would be the most boring thing known to man, doing just a combat only Ironman, because you lock yourself out of so much material, so much game, that it wouldn't be enjoyable at all to watch or enjoyable for me to play. So, and I also researched a little bit, and I found out that there are other people who've already done this. So I felt like I should do something different. So my idea was doing something like an Ironman that can only train combat and buyable skills. So that's what I did. I did around 4 hours of research, and I started the account as a meme, but actually I fell in love with it, and I decided to make some progress videos just for the hell of it. Yeah, so here I picked up some potatoes because I actually needed to go to the strong level of security so that I could pick up the 10k, because getting the money on this account, getting like raw gold early on, is going to be insanely difficult, because it's really not that easy to obtain gold. I can't just train my agility and go to the agility pyramid, or train my skilling and like alch things when I get to a certain magic level. I actually have to take the time to go and alch drops that I get, which early isn't really that easy, because one, you don't have alchs, and two, the drops of the monsters aren't even that good. So getting this 10k was actually really important. Really important. So I'm glad I got that. After I got the 10k, I decided that the best course of action would be to go to Varrock and buy some runes so I can train my magic early on, because I needed it to do some quests. I ended up buying a couple of, I believe a couple of hundred mind runes and air runes, just so I could go ahead and get my magic to level around 13. So I went to this tavern around. It's the Blue Inn. I don't remember the Blue Moon Inn at Varrock, and I ended up just training magic at these men, bearing the bones so I can get some prayer as well, and I got some HP levels as well. So that was actually enjoyable. So yeah, right here I got 13 magic, which I thought was plenty. I was watching somebody who suggested that this was the best course of action. I actually don't remember what YouTuber I was watching, but it was a YouTube video recommending me to get at least 13 magic. So I added up to Al-Kharit to get some nice little kebabs, because they're really good food. They heal you for quite a bit early on, and they can actually heal you for like a shit ton if you get like pretty lucky. So I just bought a couple of them, and I was ready to head out. So the first quest that I did, out of choice, was the Witch's House. And you might be wondering why. It's because it gives me like a lot of HP. Like, it gives me, if I'm not mistaken, 25 HP, which is ridiculous. 25 HP is pretty ridiculous. it would make me able to complete the other quests. And that's what I needed. I needed some semblance of a way to complete the other quests. And actually, this quest took a lot from me. The experiments do a lot of damage. When you're like 1 defense and like 11 HP at this point, it takes a lot from you. They hit quite a bit, but I ended up like just rushing through it, and it was pretty simple. After that, after killing the experiments, I obviously retrieved the ball to the kid, got my level 25 HP, which was pretty sweet, and I ended up starting to do 2 other quests, which was the waterfall quest and the tree gnome stronghold. And these 2 quests I did them at the same time. Like while I was doing one, I was doing the other. So that was pretty enjoyable. And I also unlocked the Barbarian Assault teleport so that I could TP easier there with the game's teleport. And right here you can see me just giving one of the orbs, and it tells me that, oh, you need to give the other orbs, get the other orbs. So I ended up just going there. But before I did, I actually home teleported and I finished the Breathless Ghost quest. Just because it was on the way, because I needed to teleport to Castle Wars to complete the rest of the quest. Because I needed to re-gear, if I'm mistaken. So I ended up just completing the Breathless Ghost quest. It was a pretty simple quest to complete, and I ended up just doing that. I killed the Khazar Lord, which actually took a lot more than I thought it was going to take. It took me quite a bit of time just to hammer him down, because for some reason I couldn't trap him behind a tree. I've done this plenty of times before, but for some reason I couldn't do it. I believe at a point I managed to do it, but he just kept running away, and I just kept running back. Yeah, I ended up just finishing it. It wasn't that big of a deal. You got me some sweet ass magic experience, not gonna lie. His defense is pretty low, so I wanted to trap him on that tree, but that was pretty hard. So I ended up just walking him back and forth. I believe at the very end I managed to trap him. Yeah, there we go. And I trapped him, and I'm just finishing the quest that way. I hope to do like a lot of things on this account. I've been having a blast playing on it. This is just the beginning. Obviously, the start will be just like any other Ironman. But this one holds a very dear place in my heart because it's kind of like what I actually enjoy doing. Just combat and buyables. Because I really didn't enjoy the aspect of skilling for an Ironman. Because I would get bored of it. I would actually get bored of it. But this I wouldn't. Right here, you're watching me complete the Vampire Slayer quest, which is, a pretty nice quest. It gives you a pretty nice experience. I also forgot to bring a hammer. So, yeah, I couldn't finish that. Ended up finishing it because I killed him. Got 37 attack. That was pretty sweet. And, yeah, I finished that. And then I started my grind for the RuneScape. And a lot of people go and kill Fire Giants for it because they are supposedly the best drop rate. But they're actually not. The best drop rate are these Zamorak Warriors. It's 1 in 24 if I'm not mistaken. I ended up getting a Rune Dagger in the process, like 1.7k gold, actually 2k, and a Genie Lamp. And I finally got the RuneScape, and the RuneScape is going to be the weapon that I'm going to be utilizing for a very long time. I either will get a Obsidian sword, or I will keep going for the Leaf-Bladed sword. Got a clue scroll here, which I wanted to get, and also a book of knowledge, which I ended up putting on attack because I just needed that 40 attack to actually complete it. I didn't finish the clue scroll. I actually ended up going to complete this the Merle's Crystal, I believe the quest is. And the Merle's Crystal was pretty good. It was gonna give me a lot of experience when I finished the Unholy Grail, and it also gave me the level 30 weapon that I had to train my attack to actually 40. That was pretty cool. This fight actually took me a long time because I reset twice because I interrupted the dialogue, so I had to kill him again. So that was actually pretty annoying. Then I finished, obviously, the Holy Grail just by flinching this guy to death. Well, actually, I was watching a series, if I'm not mistaken, at this point while doing this. because I was just like flinching him over and over and over and over and over again. And at a point, it got pretty boring, like pretty boring. Killing it with a fucking level 30 weapon wasn't actually my definition of fun, but I ended up killing him nonetheless, and I finished the Holy Grail. I actually don't have pictures for that because for some reason my recording system wasn't recording when I did that. I ended up buying like full Addy from the shops around RuneScape, and I started collecting trouts from cannibal pods in the Stronghold Security. And why do I need these? I need these to complete Death's Plateau. And these drop this as an uncommon. I ended up spending 4 hours here, which was pretty bad. Yeah, it was just the tedious grind that I didn't need to do. And you'll see why soon. Here I got the studded body, which is pretty good for me to train range, because that was the best body that I could wear, and I didn't want to spend money on it, because I know I could buy it at a shop. But I didn't want to spend any money on it, so I ended up just getting that. And right here is one of the... I was streaming here, I was super happy. I got the trout here, and you might not... Any other person would say, oh, well, it's a shitty drop. No, I got the trout here, and I got all the trout that I need to actually complete the quest. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll update you in a couple of days with a couple more progress, but I'll keep making one video a week. And, yeah, stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed. May the penguin be with you.